Amber Park for investment. Alright, welcome back to part 2 of the BlkBuster series featuring Amber Park Condominium. I'm Casey from HomeQuarters, and in today's episode, we will dive deeper into Amber Park and the surrounding new and resale project to analyse if Amber Park is a good buy for investor and what kind of investor is this good for. Stay till the end for the big review on who should buy into Amber Park. Before you do that, do remember to hit the subscribe button and give this video a like if you appreciate our effort to research for you. First up, let us review the background of the project if you have missed this in part 1 of the episode. Amber Park is a freehold condominium in Postal District 15. 592 units ranging from 1 bedroom to 6 bedrooms penthouse. Expected key collection date is Q3 of 2023. It is located along Amber Road and Amber Garden. This project had dual entrance and exit on both roads. Right, future Tanjong Katong MRT station is a mere 260 meters away. Famous SCDA is the architect, landscaping, and interior designer. Noteworthy work of theirs include 21 Angela Park, The Mark, Echelon, Leiden Residences, to name a few. I find that their project that they design is more futuristic and modern. Right, developer is a joint venture between City Development, CDL subsidiary, and Hong Realty, the private real estate arms of Hong Leong Group, essentially CDL and Hong Leong Group. Right, this is an unblocked site formerly also known as Amber Park, developed by CDL and completed in 1986. Amber Park resale price is 768 million, and the joint venture beat out 7 other developers to get the site for 906.7 million, 18% higher than the reserve price. As the bid is a closed door bid, I am unable to know if the second or even third bidder bid close to what CDL and Hong Leong Group bid. With the 906.7 million land price rate, it translates to 1,515 per square feet per plot ratio. Based on the allowable gross plot ratio of 2.8, perhaps they just take pride to want to buy back and rejuvenate their past project. When they got the land, they issued a statement to develop the site into an 800 units project but fall short now at 592 units. I think that they are able to do this because Amber Park has a huge land site of 213,000 square feet. Based on the estimated break-even cost, factoring land price, construction, land financing and other costs, the estimated break-even cost works out to be 2,122 per square feet per plot ratio, giving a modest 15% profit margin to the developer, will mean that the break-even price plus profit works out to be 2,440 per square feet on average. Moving along to our first criteria for analysis of the Amber Park, which is growth area. Amber Park is relatively near to Paya Lebar Central, which is one of the commercial hubs to be developed outside of the city centre as part of the government's larger decentralization strategy away from city centre, providing alternative for businesses and creating jobs closer to homes. PLQ has just TOP and is expected to bring in more commercial tenants soon enough when things are getting back to normal, right? Meaning more expat tenants will need a home that cannot be satisfied by surrounding project and spill over to Amber Park. Right, next up for CBD, Central Business District, URA has said that in recent years we have been moving away from a downtown dominated by offices to one which is more mixed use and lively after office hours. This means that a more residential and mixed-use development will start sprouting out in downtown area, and being near to downtown, Amber Park will enjoy the spillover effect of the increased vibrancy in the downtown area. The above are more indirect consequences of the various master plan changes. Right, for a more direct one, right in front of Amber Park is the Thomson East Coast Line that is in construction that will complete in 2023. It will link Amber Park, which is at Tanjong Katong MRT station, directly to Marina Bay, Shenton Way, Orchard, up all the way to Woodlands when it is fully operational. Amber Park also benefits from Changi East development that will be slated to complete with Terminal 5 around 2030. It is a 1,080 hectare plot of land that includes Terminal 5, Changi East Industrial Zone, Changi East Urban District, and other aviation support and ground transport infrastructure. Right, second criteria, unique selling point. In the region, the most recent residential government land sales is that of a site that became called the Azul in 2001. There are a number of en-bloc sales here during the last frenzy because there is not much land in the region already. Also coupled with the fact that many condominium projects are old and space are usually underutilized there. Right, so to get something newer, you gotta wait out for the next en-bloc. Right, talking about convenience, Amber Park is 10 minutes walk away from Parkway Parade Mall, where owners and tenants alike can get necessities such as supermarket, fulfill their banking needs, and also hawker center. They are 5 minutes walk away from Katong Shopping Center, where there are an abundance of maid agency and also my favorite chicken rice store at the basement floor. Right, as mentioned in the previous point on growth, growing region will increase the demand of rental space in the region for the foreign talents that will be drawn to work in the space, and not forgetting the finance and operation industry that is already there at Changi Business Park. A major tenant pool in the east, in addition to Changi Airport and also downtown expat tenant pool. Right, PLQ will also add on another layer of tenant pool there as well. So I'm expecting that it is easy for Amber Park investor to get a tenant as long as they are not asking for too high. Alright, Amber Park is within 1 km to Tanjong Katong Primary School, within 2 km to Kong Hwa Primary School, Tao Nan Primary School, Heck Girls' School, and CHIJ Katong Primary School. All notable famous primary school in the region. So the next buyer might buy just to get a distance advantage for primary school admission. Regarding the credibility of the developer, I think CDL is quite well known. It is 25 years in the real estate development industry, listed on the Singapore Exchange, has developed over 46,000 homes globally, average 3 to 4 developments per year in Singapore. In fact, Amber Park is developed by CDL in 1986, right? Not much complaint for their quality and also their timeline to achieve the promised quality. Alright, going into criteria 3, comparison to other new projects in the region. On the same side of the future Tanjong Katong MRT station, there is Nyayon and Coastline Residences. Nyayon is a 92 units freehold condo, expected TOP in September 2022, launch March 2019. 3 minutes to the MRT, Coastline Residence is 144 unit freehold condo, expected TOP in December 2023, launch April 2019. 3 minutes to MRT station. On the other side of the MRT station, we have Mayor House and Mayor Mansion. Mayor House is a 56 unit freehold condo, expected TOP in Q1 of 2022, launch April 2019, 5 minutes to MRT. Dubbed the Nassim of the East, it starts from huge 1,800 square feet plus 3 bedroom onwards. Alright, Mayor Mansion is a 200 unit freehold condo, expected TOP second half of 2024, launch September 2019, 6 minutes to Katong Park MRT station. Right, for 1 bedroom, when compared to the other new project, it is priced above Nyayon, Coastline Residences, but cheaper than Mayor Mansion. With 75% sold at Amber Park and most of the others crossing the 50% mark for the 1 bedroom, I think 1 bedroom sales in Amber, Mayor itself is quite good in the area. So if it's a long-term rental play and legacy planning for a store of value in the property, investor can consider Amber Park as it is a bigger project, meaning that it will probably be easier to rent out just because it has more facilities as compared to the smaller size other new projects there. For 2 bedrooms, these are the numbers that we have crunched out painstakingly. Right, Amber Park per square feet does seem a little bit on the high side, again as compared to Nyayon and Coastline Residences, but lower than Mayor Mansion because of the small size premium that you have pay here in Amber Park. The figures for Amber Park and Nyayon shows 2 bed 1 bath, while the others is 2 bed 2 bath. For the buyer looking to stay here but want to keep the price affordable, 2 bedroom is probably the way to go, and to enjoy a bigger development with more facility, the same advantage will attract tenant to rent at Amber Park 2 later on. Right, for 3 bedroom, right, Amber Park as compared to the other developments here for new is actually quite affordable because the 3 bedroom starts smaller at 947 square feet. To buy a new unit in the region without crossing the $2.4 million mark and to still get a 3 bedroom around the $2 million mark, Amber Park is actually a good choice. Right, next we go to criteria 4, comparison to the other resale project in the region. We have identified 5 comparable resale condo that is relatively newer and also near to the MRT station, namely Marine Blue, Fulcrum, Amber Sky, the Mayor Rise, and the Line at Tanjong Rhu. They are all freehold, all of them below 130 units, other than Mayor Rise is 239 units. For one bedroom, we can see that Fulcrum and the Line at Tanjong Rhu are about 100 plus K cheaper than what is available in Amber Park. But because those are smaller projects, long-term rental hold investor, right, might fare better buying Amber Park because of the facilities as mentioned in criteria 3. For 2-bedroom, most of the other resale project is more expensive due to the larger unit size. Alright, we have the same conclusion for 1-bedroom. If it is for long-term rental, alright, better off you probably at Amber Park because better and more facility will attract and easier for tenant to come by. Right, for 3-bedroom, due to the bigger unit size, the only resale unit at the Line at Tanjong Rhu come close to Amber Park pricing. Alright, lastly for criteria 5, exit strategies. Amber Park is special because it is a big development surrounded by various other small projects. Resale buyers might sway to like bigger project if they do want the full facilities. For freehold development, many buyers buy it for long term and thus you might not see much resale turnover, and so my view is that if you want to buy a freehold to stay for the next 10, 20 or even 30 years, that'd be great, and turn your eyes off the price fluctuation in between because guess what? Maybe CDL will buy it back from you again en bloc 30 years later. Alright, being in close proximity to MRT station, coming online in 2023, the ability to enjoy East Coast Park, Parkway Parade, I-12 Mall, it is really a good place to stay. Right, so my view is that investor buying Amber Park need to take a long-term approach and wait out for development of the central downtown region and also Changi East. Holding on to a freehold status, buyer will not be afraid of the lease decay. Not great if you are holding short-term to flip or using it as a stay investment to stay for a short to medium term and then flip for profit. Right, that is my view on Amber Park. Again, this is Casey from Home Quarters. If you learned something, do give us a like and also subscribe for more videos like this. Right, more part 2 investment series is coming out for the various other projects as well, so get notified firsthand when it comes out. Sidetrack a little, thank you to one of our viewers that saw and recognized us in another new project when we were there filming. Right, go follow us on all our social because we drop exclusive content in each channel. So remember to follow them all. Right, reach out to me, KC88092889 if you are keen to view Amber Park or any other new condo project in Singapore. So till the next time, remember, call Home Quarters and start packing. Include 21 Arguel, often underutilized that already.